Hi, today we're talking about the 5 reasons that we love living in Arlington. So, number 1 is that it's a small town feel. People that live here talk about how nice it is to enjoy connection with the community. There's this community feel where you know your neighbors, see people that are friendly. People just feel more connected in the area. Now, there is a little bit of a difference between Smoky Point, which is a little bit more commercialized, and then you have Arlington, which would be like the old town where Olympic Avenue is, where you have the older restaurants and businesses. So I do think there's a little bit of a different vibe in both of those, but both are technically considered Arlington. So we'll touch on that in a minute. So anyways, second would be we are so close to outdoor recreation. There's tons of natural beauty around us, lots of scenery, lots of mountains to go up and hike and play in the snow. People love to hike and bike and do wheeling or take their dirt bikes out. It's pretty close to skiing and fishing, all that stuff. You can do boating, go on that out on the river. So you'll hear people talk about the Stilly. That is the Stillaguamish River, and there's parks at some of the spots where people like to go, and that's a really popular spot to go in the summer. And some people float the river that are brave souls, but there's also some that are near parks that have like a soccer field and baseball fields, and people like to just hang out in the little swimming holes there, and so that's a fun spot to be. A third one would be Arlington School District, the education. So there's a higher graduation rate there, and there are strong academic programs there, and they also have some technical programs. There's some that are at the school, but most of them are down at Snow Isle, which is in Everett. But the people that attend Arlington, the students, have access to those technical skills that they can learn and come away with some certifications when they graduate, which is awesome. So that's about the education. Fourth, I would say, would be that it's close to major shopping and medical and hospitals. So Arlington has its own hospital. It's called Cascade Valley Hospital. It's a smaller hospital. And then you have the one down in Everett that is Providence. That's a much larger hospital. And then there is trauma centers down in Seattle. So that's traffic 1 to 2 hours away. But anyways, there is trauma centers also for any more serious issues. So it's close to that. Also in Smoky Point, you're going to find more of your medical practices, like some of the clinics like Everett clinics. You also have like dental offices and things like that. Plus you have the shopping. So you have things like Costco and Target, some of those Walmart, some of those shopping in Smoky Point area. And you have some of the smaller shops as well. And then you have a lot of dining options. So Smoky Point holds things like Red Robin and some of those other restaurants that are out there that are bigger names that we know, chain restaurants. And then when you go into Arlington, we have more of the older, smaller, personally owned things. So that's for another video when we talk about that. So that takes us to our next one, and that would be the great restaurants and breweries and distilleries that are coming around into the area. So we are going to do another video on our favorite places to enjoy eating out at, but there are really great restaurants, and one of our favorites would be Ellie's that's at the airport. So you can sit there and watch the airplanes come in, and they serve delicious. I eat there all the time. They're serving delicious breakfast and lunch. And then right across the street from there, you have like the Skookum Brewery and Elemental Cider. Those are really popular, and you can have pizza at the cider place, and they have really tasty pizza and like bingo nights and things like that. And so those are really popular, but you'll also find some of that coming into downtown Arlington too. So when you get there, then there's also things like the Stilly Diner's really popular place, Bluebird Cafe. So you've got some very well-established, yummy places to eat. So you have lots of options. We will make sure we touch more in depth on that, some of our favorite places, and probably do a video where we show you those and walk around and talk about them. So that will be a fun one that I'm looking forward to. So if you have any questions or want to know more about the area, please feel free to reach out to us in the comments below. We will have our contact information in the description so you can reach out to us. We love to help people come to the area and discover what's great about it and be a resource for you. And we'd love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button, and that helps us get out there so that people can find us as a resource when they're looking to move into the area. So thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.